Howdy y'all, welcome back to Neat Junk. Today we're in Provincetown, Massachusetts, and we're checking out the Winthrop Street Cemetery. One of the most beautiful cemeteries in the area. Let's check it out. Right away we're greeted with what I love to see, which is any kind of figural face. You got angels of death, you got skulls by themselves. And this place is chock full of cool ones, y'all. This Captain Doan here. Captain Conant, I'm sorry. Look at that. Look at this one. So we're gonna walk around this whole zone. We're gonna take our time in here today. Yeah, take a look. You can smell the pine. Sort of smell the salty, fresh air of the nearby sea. Feel free to pause and get inspiration. We'll make the whole perimeter here today. Taking our time, sweating. It's freaking hot out here today, but we're trying to stay shady. Thomas Ryder died 1786. 1793. Some old stones, y'all. Can't even barely read this one. Feel free to pause it and decipher if you'd like. I'll briefly take a plunge into the heat over here, right near the fire department over there. A more recent, and by recent I mean early 1900s, little plot. One cool thing about going through these cemeteries is you'll see certain names pop up over and over. And then as you're driving around the town the next coming days, you'll see, oh, Nickerson. I've been there because it's a street name. Or in that case, it's a park name nearby named Nickerson State Park. Beautiful little plots. Feel free to mute me if you're annoyed by the commentary, but I'm just kind of enjoying it. Showing y'all what I really come to the Cape for. Some people go to the beach. Some people go shopping, which I will partake in both at a reasonable amount. But for me, I'm looking for the old, ancient kind of stuff, such as these cemeteries. Little stones in the mountain laurels. I don't know what bushes these are. I don't think they're mountain laurels though. That's a Connecticut thing where I'm from. Lucy. There's that name again, Conant. Conant T. Nice little spot to be buried though, am I right? We're gonna have to make our way back under here. It's a sweaty day out. Just skateboarding around. Bought a record, Fred Neil. We were listening to such a record on the way up actually. Entering Provincetown, we were listening to some Fred Neil I had on the auxiliary cable. Thinking, oh, it's perfect. Listen to the dolphins coming into Provincetown. And 10 minutes later, I was picking up his record at a used bookstore, along with about 10, 15 postcards which are now secured in this bag. The one downside is I have to now walk around with all this stuff for the rest of the trip, but treasures, they're all treasures. And the postcards are gonna be resold, but found a lot of uncommon stuff that, as an eBay postcard seller, I was stoked to find. Sarah E. So if y'all ever come out to Provincetown, I mean, make sure you check this place out for yourself. It's a nice little rest from the hustle and bustle of the street, Main Street, Commercial Street. Come up here, maybe if you got a joint, even a little sneaky beer, you can get away with it up here. I've done such a thing. And go back into town and keep on the little party, you know. Nice little plot near the end of the graveyard there. I've actually walked past that for whatever reason before. Completely psycho. All the poison ivy and stuff. Probably had poison ivy after that. So yeah, the yard continues, but we have a little, is respite the right word? A little rest from stones, and then right at the very top of the hill, you got another plot. Once again, pretty nice place to be buried. I wouldn't mind the smell of pines for eternity, although if y'all know anything about Cape Cod, I'm getting these flies all over my face, you'll know that it's fading away, and that in like 20,000 years, things are biting me now. 20,000 years, the Cape is going to be completely underwater. It's going to be taken back. All this sand that we're walking on now, it's going to be eaten by the ocean. View of the monument there. Pretty classic view. Classic view right there. I'm going to adjust a second. I have to wipe this sweat off of me, but you know, we'll take a little break right now. 7 minutes in. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm really enjoying my day here in the Cape. We're back on the trail. So yeah, sort of forgotten path down there. I'm not going to take it, but you guys can enjoy it. It's one of these things. I forget what this is, but it's a marker of sorts. U.S. Coast Geologic Survey. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Y'all ever see something like that? Let me know. So this is one way I guess you could come up from the street. We'll check it out real quick. I'm pretty sure there's a trail leading up. Yeah, if you want to come from the opposite side, little entrance over there. Any way you take this place, it's gonna reward you with a beautiful little relaxing few moments. It's kind of cool restoration, preservation of old stones here. Things had probably fallen to the ground at some point. And now human beings have taken upon themselves to preserve their history. That's pretty cool, huh? Freemason logo. I like the sunshine in one here. You don't get to see that often. The sunshine right there. A little treat for a grave enthusiast such as myself. More views of Provincetown below, sort of the back roads. I'll try to cover all this entire place, just because who knows? I don't know how many people are out here documenting the graveyards of Cape Cod, but today that's what we're doing in a light sort of fashion. If you go on Find a Grave or whatever, you can learn all about these the history of these people that are buried here, which is just whenever I'm in a cemetery, I'm just thinking, yep, these are the people of the area. I mean, you walk around Provincetown, you're seeing the locals working and doing their daily thing, and my mind thinks, yep, these were once those people. Let me know how y'all are feeling about this beautiful graveyard. Definitely interested in scoping out the rest as we continue to walk down. But you can really smell the pine. You can feel the breeze in the shade right here. Feels good. All these broken trees, you gotta wonder, I mean, maintenance is a little slack in there, but you know, at the same time, who's really complaining in here except me? I don't hear anybody complaining. That'd be pretty interesting though. That'd make for some good footage if we did get like a phantom complaint going from a ghost. I'd be into it in a way, although I'd be wondering why'd they do that. But luckily all that didn't happen, and we're just talking about made up stuff right now. Little hustle and bustle over here. More plots. Roadside plots over here. I mean, I guess there's one aspect of being in a roadside plot. You have a lot of attention, so your name kind of lives on potentially a little longer than somebody, say, on the top of the hill, buried up there. But you gotta think, man, I'm gonna be there forever. I'm gonna be peaceful, yo. So I'm sure that's what the deciding factor is for them, right? Am I crazy? If you're a little vain, maybe you're by the street. If you're a peaceful freak such as myself, maybe you're up on top of the hill. You let me know where you're trying to be buried in this cemetery. That'd be an interesting comment. Where would you be buried? Timestamp it. I like these ones here. These are clean. No weather, basically. And they're pretty old, mid 1800s, right? I hear a horse. Did anybody hear that? I definitely heard a horse. And I'm wondering, I don't see any horses. Never have I seen a horse in Provincetown. Was that a ghost? What do these people do? None knew him but to love him. Okay. This is, oh, I once had a horse named Sally. No, I was kidding. I don't see anything horse related necessarily, but we're gonna look because, and I'm hoping that the horse sound comes up on the camera, because that was kind of weird, y'all. I don't see no horses. I like this one. I like this one. I keep doing that, sort of a Michael Jackson quote. Although I have to admit, the darker themes such as the skulls or the angel faces really get me going here. But these are cool, sort of like cowboy-esque. With the text. Mrs. Polly, widow, 1859, rest in peace. We're really taking our time over here, huh? I guess there is something magical over here. I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing it. It's kind of why I'm doing this whole thing. So that would be where we exit. But as I said, I kind of wanted to see as much as I could here, such as the skulls with the wings. Y'all, if you should know how much of a fan I am. All right, I'm dead for life. All right, I just made that up right now, but it kind of, in a way, ties in with what we're seeing right here, right? I'm a freak. Oh, that's cool. The angel is sort of faded away. If it was an angel, that's like almost an unfinished sort of vibe. Still haven't heard the horse again. I'm trying to get this. Okay. Here's another big one. Pretty old stuff, you know. Atwood. Who else is seeing that name all over the place up in here? I have this focus thing going. I don't want it to focus. All right. We'll go up this hill and then kind of back down and make our way back out. But y'all are the real ones if you're still here at 17 minutes in Winthrop Street Cemetery, P-Town. Beautiful one right here. Another beautiful one right over here. $17.94. It's pretty old. If you could remember, we were just over there looking at those guys. So now we've basically covered it, y'all. I mean, I could spend all day here probably reading the stones, but when it comes down to it, there's stuff to do today. Got places to see. Neat junk though, I mean, come on. That's what this channel is all about. If y'all like neat junk, check it out. Ooh, this is something right here. What is going on? Interpret that. It's a pretty good note to end on, y'all. Beautiful, right? I mean, but if you're interpreting, oh sheesh, what's your take on this image here? A cup of life, sort of. I don't, you know what I mean? What are they trying to tell us? Translate that one. We were on the drive up actually, and we saw another graveyard where there's actually kind of an infamous stone named for a person named Hezekiah Doan, and basically around the winged skull there is, or maybe it's not even winged, actually it's just a skull by itself, so it doesn't have any wings, and there's the flames of hell surrounding it. And maybe one day I'll take you there. And that thing has a legend. I mean, nobody really knows why they designed it such as that, but kind kind of make your own interpretations in 2026, right? So we'll check out that one day. But for now, y'all, thank you so much for watching. It's been another terrific episode of Neat Junk. And in fact, this has been sort of a new type of video for me. I don't usually do graveyard tours in such depth. I kind of make shorts here and there. I make skateboarding videos. I make long distance skateboarding videos, which has tied me here today. And yeah, y'all, let me know what you think. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all get to come out here to Winthrop Street and check out the Winthrop Street Cemetery, because I have a good time every time I come out here. We're gonna go shopping a little bit more down the street maybe, and yeah, just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. All right, y'all, Neat Junk. Peace.